pleases me to be the first. Alrighty, let us do more Batman. I keep my voice down, but I'm still fucking doing side shit, so it's not exactly like I'm gonna be reacting much. Unless there's more Waylon Jones missions. Excuse me. Alright. New stream, new costumes. Why couldn't they give him the hood? It's literally his Arkham City design. Why did you not give him the fucking hood? Like the yellow on her suit has like a really nice metallic sheen. Any shader you put it on kind of gets rid of it. Actually, wait, no, it doesn't. It actually is still there. It's just a lot less noticeable from the front. Shader, do I dare? Oh, we have so much to get through. Really only got 4 more districts to go, and we'll basically have everything that we can do currently done. Let's. Oh, closest would be Clue Master. I guess we'll start there.
Incoming crime alert. Criminal activity taking place in Cauldron South. Suspects being really mean to someone in progress. Over. Look alive, because you're about to enter an amazing competition.
Why are you having such trouble grappling up this fucking thing? Yeah. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I remember this, and now I still don't understand what I'm looking at. It's a machine similar to this one, but it's broken.
This is dispatch. Things are heating up in Cauldron North. Get it? 2 sets of bad guys having a disagreement. Over.
What is this and why does it need a battery? Interesting. Okay. Okay. This one is broken and it's closest to the middle. This is the symbol that was sticking out. So I'm assuming the middle is supposed to be paintbrush? Haha.
Let's give it up for tonight's winner!
I saw on Reddit earlier today somebody was complaining about how like he thinks that the whole Riddler and Cluemaster thing is just to pad out the number of collectibles in this game. I don't agree with that. I actually think it's kind of a fun idea that the idea of this more comedic Lego game, that they decided it would be a good idea to include Cluemaster as a fun reference, because, yeah, no one gives a fuck about Cluemaster, but they actually were willing to put him in the game and fucking use him, and I think that's sick. I love that, and personally, you're not gonna hear me complaining about the fact that they included Cluemaster. Ah, nice.
If you thought it was hard before, it was nothing compared to this.
I think they unlock as the story progresses, but I also believe
There's our target.
once you unlock Batgirl, you'll have a lot of easier time finding those missions.
Guilty?
I'm gonna lock this one up and throw away the key, because I don't know how keys work. Thanks for the help.
Just said Batsuit. Who was that costume for? Weird. Oh, you bet. I think I know what's happening. Hold on, let me check something. Okay, so we've got 4 more story costumes. Story. Heist missions. Okay. He's got everything. Story. Plants. Story. Pets. I bet you anything I'm unlocking suits for characters I don't have yet. I bet you once I complete a bunch of these activities and I unlock those characters, I will have those suits. That is gonna be some hype shit. Alright, let's keep going. I'm pretty sure I've actually done all of them. No, there's like 1 left, but I will get to it when I get to it. Because I got shit to do. How the hell do I... I'm trying to follow the wire. Wait, is that it? Oh. There we go.
I'll get some use out of this.
to remind you who's the real genius here.
I get that I need this, but what do I need to attach it to? Here we go. Imagine this universe's death in the family. Oh god, I dare not. I don't know what the fuck that would be about. Okay. Now what?
Can't call for the Batmobile here.
You can totally get the Batmobile here. What?
The Batmobile will have to wait.
What?
And away we go. Oh boy, we're here. Let's get there real fast.
I thought... Okay.
That'll buff right out.
What is the goal? I understand the idea of, like, I'm trying to get it to swing into this, but this doesn't even look like it can swing. I don't understand what I'm supposed to do. It says I can do this challenge, right? I am at the wrong Riddler thing. That's why.
I could have got us here faster.
I can't use this.
Yep. I don't have the thing to do that yet. Whatever it is.
You got this, right?
Come in, anyone on patrol. Head to Cauldron North. Officers needing urgent backup. Over. You're the one who'll be humiliated today, not me.
Ow. Okay.
Get a chance? Drop by. New stuff just in.
Hmm. I can't pull the lever again. It won't let me. Oh, wait. No, it does. What? Huh. Oh, I know what to do. Hold on.
I'm glad there's at least one person in Gotham who can keep up with my intellect. Oh, you'll fail in the end, obviously. But until then, I'll enjoy our little competition.
Let's get moving. Nice driving.
Look alive, because you're about to enter an amazing competition.
One. What is this? I don't need this at all, but I mean, why not? I've got so many studs, and it just, I don't know, it feels kind of weird that, like, there's not really much to spend them on outside of just decorations for the Batcave. I'm not saying this game needed more suits. I understand there must have been a ton of work that went into them, but it's just for that much feels kind of shitty. Kind of wish I could use these on other things. I'm well aware, but though the only thing he sells are suits and cosmetics for the Batcave, like to customize how it looks. That's fine, but I would like more options than just that, because I think that's kind of shitty only having that. So what is the goal here? Okay, well I need Catwoman, clearly.
Warning all units. Backup requested in Cauldron North. Appears to be a break-in of some kind. Over.
There's something lodged in the thing spinning here. Okay. One, what? Oh. So 11:05? Is that what I'm supposed to set the time to? Okay. 11:05.
What an amazing performance that was! This challenge was made especially for you. Don't disappoint. Calling all units. Backup requested in Cauldron North. Bad guys have managed to capture a helpless citizen. Over.
Thanks for the lift.
Why compete against the Riddler when this is so much better?
What can I say, man? He wanted the milk.
No time to waste.
This sure changes things.
You, sir, need to calm down.
Up for a challenge? Don't worry.
Don't get me wrong. I get it. But no. We know horny. Get the fucking...
Ready to push a few lemons? Initializing AR field.
Here's the thing. I want to talk more about Spider Noir, but I've only seen up to episode 4. My roommate, like, doesn't want to... I want to...
I knew you'd take a shot
Watching
at these
TV with this
challenges.
person is so fucking annoying. Are you fucking kidding?
There's supposed to be a zoo animal here. Let's check.
I've only seen up to episode 4, so let's just be very careful with what we're talking about here. If you're talking about episode 2, yes, I really liked it. Episode 3 might have been the best so far, just because of the ending. The Electro fight was a lot more hype in concept than execution, I found, but still a good fight overall.
Chance, drop by. New stuff just in.
Yeah, see, me and Sheer here are all in the same way, are all in the same boat.
I see
Only
some
seen up to
places you
episode
can
4.
improve if you want to try again.
Nope. We take those silvers. C's get degrees. We live with that.
Calling all units. Head to Cauldron South, Toot Sweet. 2 sets of bad guys having a disagreement. Over.
Agreed.
Does our favorite contestant have what it takes to complete this trial?
The fuck? Is this a train track puzzle? Oh, hell yes! Okay, so we need to get books to the right. Okay, in general, these are all gonna have to be pulled back quite a bit. Shh, no spoilies. No, say nothing. Say nothing. Yes, really like what they're doing with Sandman so far.
Incoming crime alert. More bad behavior in Cauldron North. Reports of someone both snatching and grabbing. Over.
Really like her as a character. Everything they've done with her is just... I can't say I hate anything about the show so far. Genuinely, I think this might actually be one of... It has one of my... I'm not even trying to be a little bit funny here. All-time favorite intros might actually... it might actually go to that. The intro goes comically hard. It fits the noir setting so well. Ugh, I love that intro so much. You can be my saving grace. Yes and no. I do agree with that. I do agree with the sentiment, but I think that less is more. I'm not saying they shouldn't do it later if they get a season 2, but I do want to see them tackle it eventually. I gotta keep my voice down. I hope I'm not being too fucking loud right now.
Attention all officers. Old Gotham West is in danger. Appears to be a mugging. Oh, that's not right. Over.
I used to play with train tracks a lot when I was a kid. I fucking love trains, bro. I was obsessed with Thomas the Tank Engine for an unhealthy amount of time.
Our participants have a couple of victories under their belt, but can they complete the next event? This is gonna blow the Riddler's challenges out of the water.
Honestly, the idea of these two competing is genuinely interesting. Like, that's a fun concept. This one that is locked. Cannot do it right now. Gotcha. Have I seen Bullet Train? Yes. Have I done Freeze yet? No.
Attention all officers. Get over to Cauldron South right away. That guy driving way over the speed limit. Over.
Ooh, we got 2 robot puzzles now. Alright.
Huh?
Where is the symbols? I need the symbols for the puzzle. Oh. The Cat Hardy might be the most hot black cat we've gotten so far. I don't know if I agree with that sentiment, but I will say that she is extremely attractive and gorgeous, and her singing voice is nice too. But whoever sings the intro is way better. And don't try and pull some shit and say, oh, well, she's the best black cat we've had in live action. Yeah, because that's because you've had 2 and one of them was barely a character. God, fuck, I still can't believe Selena or I can't fucking believe she's in the fucking Amazing Spider-Man 2 and nobody fucking remembers that. Because she barely matters in it. I'm guessing I have to do this one first since this one has the shelf with all the pieces. But I only see a few. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. And there are 6 tiles. So clearly I need more. Oh shit, I can actually go down here into the arena? What? I have not played Marvel Rivals in a hot minute. The last season I remember playing was when, Daredevil? Yeah, it was the one where Daredevil got added. That was the last season I played, so it's been a hot minute. But they're Black Cat. Oh, enough said. Insomniacs is dummy thick. Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. She's hot, but she's dummy thick. I mean this in the nicest, least gooner way possible, but there's no real way to say this without sounding like a total gooner. I prefer my fucking black cats a little chest heavy, if you know what I mean. I'm saying I like
Does
big,
our
fat,
favorite
honking
contestant have
tit.
what it takes to complete this trial?
What is this? I'm not even more of a tit guy than an ass guy, but when it comes to Black Cat, yeah, no. What is that? Oh, okay. Oh, fuck. Okay, I get it now. I get it now. Shit. Oh, fuck. Is there one of those over here for this? Okay, we'll worry about this one. Would you prefer Wonder Woman, Gal Gadot, or the new Supergirl? I mean, looks. In terms of looks? Okay. Respectfully, I prefer my women a little older. I am, somebody who respects a bit of class. That being said, Supergirl all the way. And that's not even specifically a looks thing, it is entirely because Gal Gadot is a horrible person in real life, and I would rather not be associated with that person. I know nothing about the woman who's playing Supergirl, but she seems really nice from everything I've seen from her in interviews, and she seems really just kind of neat. Should be. I would smoke weed with this person. I am not saying this because she is from Israel. I am saying this because she supports the Israeli genocide. But she supports the Israeli genocide of the Palestinians, so that's enough for me. Okay. Let's see. East, north. A lot of people support that, but let's be honest, that whole mess, that's a whole mess of itself. Yeah, I know, but people who support Israel in this matter are fucking morons. It's that simple to me. I'm sorry, but like, if you genuinely believe that a country has the right to genocide another fucking country just for the fact of they say they have the right, you're a fucking idiot. That is as respectfully as I can possibly say. Anyway, so let's see, east, north, east. God, I hope enough to run it. East pieces. I need like fucking 3 of them. East. East. North. East. Hold on. East. North. East. 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 North. One more east and a north. I'll read the other messages that were just sent in a moment. I was just trying to figure out that puzzle. Hold on. I think I got it. There we go. Now I get this, right? No, what did I get? Alright, hold on. Let me read these messages. TBH, I didn't even know that the actor for female version of creation of two Jewish comic book writers was Jewish herself. All three Israels are horrible for what they're doing to Iran. Yep, agreed. I have a big question for you, though. Would you be a good person if you had Superman's powers? Let me be clear. If I had Superman's powers, I would not necessarily be a paragon of goodness, but I would at least try to do as much good as I can possibly do in the world. But I'll just be completely honest when I say there would be a couple of heads removed from bodies with fiery passion. I'm not saying I would be Superman, and I'm not saying I would be Omni-Man or Homelander, but I would be somewhere in the middle. But I can guarantee you one thing, and that's I would 100% not be a rapist. I can promise you that. I would never do that. Or any of the other horrible things Homelander's done. In general, I wouldn't put Homelander on that list. And the same with Omni-Man either. Let's say I would be both Superman and Homelander. Yeah, see, that scares me, because the moment you want to say you want to be at least even a little bit like Homelander, you're fucked up. It would just be murder, not the other stuff. That's why I say Omni-Man, because Omni-Man kills and it's not really as big of a deal. Especially when you consider the fact that the society he came from. Okay, how the fuck am I gonna get this over there? I don't have a lift of any kind, and I can't jump with those pieces. There's gotta be something I'm missing. Hold on. Oh, hello. Ah, here we go. Nah, see, I would not do that. I would not want to have that kind of complex. Even with all that power, the last thing I want to develop is a god complex. Alright, hold on. Let's figure this out before I do this. In 6 moves, I need to get to that checkered box. Hold on. 5. Will it let me do it with just 5? Okay, hold on. So I need north, north, east, east, south, right? North, north, east, east, south. Okay, 2 norths, 2 easts, and a south. I can do that. I need at least 1 south, so we'll add that. West, north, here we go. And I need an east. Here we go. You can only do 3 at a time, which kind of sucks, but it's whatever. Did you hear the story about the, one of the actors who was in, well, sorry, hold on 1 second. I should actually read these messages before I go on another tangent. Probably, like, what if you were the only one? I still wouldn't want to have a god complex. Last fucking thing I want is a god complex. Imagine an insane person like Maxi Zeus with Superman's powers. That'd be hell, absolutely. Who is a worse person, Soldier Boy or Tech Knight? Tech Knight. Tech Knight, 100%. It's not even close. Tech Knight. They're both awful people. Let's just be clear about that. But, like, Tech Knight sexually assaults people, pays them off, and also inherited all of his money from his ancestors who were slave owners. Tech Knight is 100% worse than Soldier Boy. It's not even a contest. Tech Knight or Stormfront? Stormfront. let's just be clear, Tech Knight was born within the modern age, or at the very least in the 80s. While he may be a racist piece of shit nowadays, he was not an actual Nazi. The actual Nazi is Stormfront because she worked with Adolf Hitler herself. There's debatably more evil on one side, but I think it's Stormfront. Against who? Because either way, if we're talking about most evil, no one really loses to the Nazi, in my opinion, but at the same time, Homelander comes close. Tech Knight, Stormfront, and Homelander. Tech Knight is going to get eliminated right off the bat. He may be evil, and he is, but he is still not half as evil as them. He's just another type of evil. They're all evil, in a sense. Homelander and Stormfront are both evil, to the point where I can't really say which I think is more evil, if that makes sense. But biggest thing I can say is fuck all of them, and hope they all rot in hell. Even if they are fictional characters. Okay, so you don't even need to do all 6. I thought you needed to do 6.
Let's give it up for tonight's.
His powers are basically similar to that of Captain America, infinite fucking stamina and all that other junk that comes with it, but he's also got that whole thing where he can basically fire off a thing that has the ability to create massive explosions, and it also cooks V inside of people, so it basically destroys Compound V. They verified the footage though, bro. You can't fucking say that that shit was fake. I'm a fucking Starlighter, bro. Don't give me that shit. Get the fuck out of my chair. Get the fuck out of my chair, fucking Homelander's Sim. What the fuck did they call the Homelander Sims in the show? I can't remember. They'll make America feast again. Is that actually what they fucking say in the new season? I still haven't watched season 5 yet. I'll have to when I eventually watch the show, I will. I'm not watching it right now, but I'll watch it later.
Not a hair out of place. Somehow. They must have known they had no chance against us.
Miko, I'm not attracted to racists. Like, y'all gotta understand something. As someone who learned the lesson of don't stick your dick in crazy, personality really fucking matters in terms of a person's attractiveness.
Just the kind of tech I need.
Just going off looks than personality, yes, still Kimiko.
This is dispatch. Things are heating up in Cauldron North. Get it? Several officers are in need of assistance. Over.
Like, it's not even a contest.
The address is... Sorry. Force of habit. We got here. Mostly in one piece.
You actually can't run over the criminals in this game. It's kind of lame. Hello?
Got the latest and greatest in for you. Incoming crime alert. More bad behavior in Cauldron North. Attempted snatch and grab in progress. Over.
Oh yeah, fuck. Calling God a cunt or sending Jesus down. What a fucking great moment.
Look around. One of the zoo animals should be here.
Oh, there's too many politicians to name that I would fucking chuck into the atmosphere. I'm not carrying them into space either. I'm throwing those fuckers. So that way, even if they don't make it to space, they are not gonna have a pleasant landing. Like that one fucking kid in Hancock. Except I ain't catching that fucker when he lands.
No matter how many times I succeed, I can't rest.
The Herogasm files are real, bro! Epstein was at fucking Herogasm. He was the host of the original.
was hard before. It was nothing compared to this.
Why are you moving? Stay in place. You fucker. Bruh. I would not like that. I don't want Two-Face to literally have two faces. That's a TMNT bullshit. What is... Okay, how do I get this off? Why won't it target the third one? What's going on with the third one? I don't. Hmm. Why won't it target the third one? I don't understand why the third one's not active. If it has something to do with this battery, then how do I remove this? Move. Wait, what? I didn't even realize this could be pushed. Oh my fuck, is that all it was?
How did you do it? Did I leave my notes behind?
It's important to understand the fact that, like, trauma is not an excuse and it does not justify. And that is something that I feel like people are kind of missing the point with when it comes to Homelander. People can look at his backstory and say that he's suffered so much and that this explains why he's so evil, but it doesn't justify your actions. Trauma may be the source or the reason behind your actions. It is not an excuse for it, and it does not take away personal responsibility for it. I don't understand why there are somehow people that don't understand that Homelander is the villain, but like that's just the nature of fucking media literacy being dead with everyone nowadays. I know. I know you're joking. My issue is not with you. It is with the amount of shit I've seen of people saying, "Why the fuck can't we get a show where the villains win?" Like, I don't understand why people are going so hard against Homelander. Motherfucker, he is the most evil, egotistical bastard on the planet. And yeah, he's a fucking Trump allegory, which I fucking don't like. But I mean, I don't want to get too much into it. It's one of these things where it's like I'm not even really sure I want to fucking watch The Boys season 5. Because I know I'm just inevitably gonna be like disappointed by something about it, like I have been with a lot of the later seasons. The fuck? Oh. It was funny the first time it happened. It's not funny when it keeps fucking happening. It's fine to reference Trump. It's fine to use to make him have some similarities. At a certain point when that's all the joke is with the character, it's not satisfying anymore. It's frustrating.
Attention all officers. Some sort of commotion in Cauldron North.
I am all for the idea of making villains more like Donald Trump. I am all for the idea of using Trump as an allegory for certain things. I am all for making memeable references to Trump and further taking power away from the dictator by making fun of him. But I am of the mindset that the moment you take an interesting character that has his own quirks as an evil villain and start turning him into Trump, you've lost the plot and you've lost what made the character interesting in the first place. I understand that in the comics Homelander takes the White House too, but that does not mean you need to keep fucking making him feel more and more like Trump. And here's the thing, I think making fun of Trump is one of the most important things people can do right now. I fucking hate Donald Trump. I despise the motherfucker. I hope to God that little blood clot that's either in his heart or in his brain or somewhere that will kill him will one day finally stop that motherfucker from speaking, tweeting, or whatever the fuck else he's doing. And maybe for once we can all move on with our lives and things will get better, even though I know it won't. Even though I know it won't fix shit. But it's just, ugh. Homelander was so interesting in seasons 1, 2, and 3 when he had the occasional moment that made him feel like Trump, but he was still an interesting villain, first and foremost. At a certain point, once he started becoming more and more like a Trump allegory, he lost interest as a villain because I stopped being able to see Homelander and just saw Donald Trump 2.0 in a Superman form. It was just not interesting at that point because that's all you could do. Thankfully, Trump has like 2 years left in his term, if that. I truly believe there's a chance he might actually be impeached for good this time, but I don't think it will realistically happen with how badly the Supreme Court is stacked in his favor. I'm sure he's gonna fucking pull a Trump like something out of his ass, and the real question is, are we all gonna fucking end up being nuked? Hugo's season 1 made fun of conservatives, but the other seasons focused on just Trump. Well, at least the other Trump writers are being taken out. I don't even know if specifically it was conservatism that was being commented on in season 1, because I don't think it was specifically conservatives, though they were definitely made fun of. But I actually think a lot of what made season 1 so great was that it was more commentary on consumerism and capitalism specifically, which I actually liked a lot more. And Homelander was allowed to be more of a sociopath as a villain as opposed to a whiny toddler. But the more victories he got, the worse he became, and I don't know. It's like I really like Homelander as a villain, and I understand the goals of the writer, and I think Anthony Starr fucking kills it as this character. But I don't know. The more he became like Trump, the less interesting he becomes, just because it makes me feel like all I can see is Trump. I still like Homelander as a villain, but I prefer when I see Homelander the villain, not specifically something like Trump allegory number 4 with his fucking shit. Yeah, no, you're right. It definitely was in this a part of the season, but there was a lot of commentary on stuff like that and hypocrisy and things like that. It wasn't just conservatives; they were kind of making fun of a lot of people. Ow!
Can't get to the plant until the pods have been taken care of.
I saw a video calling Noir woke because they gave Cat Hardy and the other characters cool arcs. Are you fucking kidding me, bro? Shut the fuck up. Media literacy is dead, and Republican fucking Trump-loving MAGA fuckheads are the reason it's dead. They keep interpreting art in the stupidest fucking ways and twisting narratives to somehow be about them. She runs on all fours when she's in the fucking vents. I didn't even realize that. Look at that shit. When people say stop putting racism in shows, they don't get the point is that it's there for people for us to learn and make sure that here's our kids, don't do dumb shit. Yeah, exactly. That's why they get frustrated, because they want to be able to brainwash their children. Conservative parents who are so strict with their fucking kids terrify the hell out of me because they want their kids to be raised with the exact same mindset they have instead of being allowed to experiment and think of their own. Like, here's the thing. If a parent somehow ends up raising a kid that becomes racist, but the parents themselves are not actually racist themselves, that is a failure on both the parents, but it's also something that became because of the child themselves making the choice to engage with content that filled their mind with this kind of ridiculous babble that somehow formed this personality inside their heads. It's something that comes from the idea that, like, parents need to watch that what their kids are fucking, you know, taking part in terms of their entertainment, because they might not even realize what they're into. But at a certain time, at the same time, a lot of it is personal choice. What I'm trying to get at is just this idea that, like, when it comes to these ultra-conservative, like, MAGA hat-wearing fuckheads, they want to be able to control what their children see and the things that they will grow up to like, because they want to try and keep this poisonous idea, because they need to keep their world small and narrow so that their kids also have that same narrow, small worldview. It's fucking terrifying to think about. Sometimes I will say something stupid on the game, but it's not like the real me, it's just the gamer me. I think that's different. I think, like, toxic gamer culture and little racist fuckheads that were constantly dropping the N-word back in Modern Warfare lobbies, because that was, like, the only thing people were playing back in the day, are the reason shit like that happens. Personally, I try not to ever say that shit. I am not saying that I haven't at a certain point while engaging with things when I was younger, but I'm older, more mature, and I would never kind of go about doing that shit ever. I'm not fucking racist. And while I have never assaulted anyone in my life, if I ever fucking... Nah, I can't even pretend I would fucking fight back. I would definitely call out a racist for saying something, but I don't know, it was just like, I can't get in a fight, bro. I'm small, I'm weak, I know I'd fucking die. I believe in my ideals, but not enough to die for them.
Time to remind you who's the real genius here.
I am not saying that people should beat their fucking kids, but there is a time where I think physical violence is necessary at a certain point. Like, I'm not trying to say we should be spanking our kids for every little mistake they make, but if you fucking find out that, like, your son... I'm just gonna be real. There are, like, certain things where it's like, I think if you have a child that did something so fucking evil, I'm not saying you should beat them, but I would turn a blind eye if I found out that you did. And in this case, I'm talking very specifically about, like, I don't know if anyone ever read the story about this, but there was a student in, like, I think this was either a middle school or a high school, and this kid asked out, like, a bunch of girls, and a bunch of them turned him down. And as, like, petty revenge, he used their yearbook photos and an AI, like, generation prompt thing to basically make, like, AI pornography of these girls and, like, sent it to them as blackmail, saying, like, if you don't fucking do this for me, I'll send these all over the school. I'm gonna be real. If I was that kid's parent, and or not even if I was this kid's parent, but, like, if I found out later that as a consequence that child was beat to fuck by his dad, I wouldn't fucking call this. I wouldn't call CPS. I wouldn't. That little shit deserves some fucking harsh whoopings. I personally think it should have been the other girls that were allowed to beat the fuck out of him, but that's just me. Fuck, there's this show I really love called Mr. In Between. There's a quote I'm trying to remember. What the fuck is it? It's like,
Building up a training sim for you.
I just don't like when assholes get away with things. Well, the world's full of assholes. It's assholes, Hank. Yeah, and you know why? Why? Because people let them get away with it. And that's exactly what it is. I think everyone needs to get hit every once in a while when you're doing some stupid shit. Every once in a while you need to get your ass kicked to be reminded of where you are in the world and who you are as a person, and that your actions have consequences. Life tends to do that to us by our very nature. That's what karma is, if you believe in that sort of thing. And I do. I believe that there is justice in the world. I believe that there is such a thing as karma. I'm also entirely aware that karma is a slow mistress and sometimes needs to be nudged in the right direction. Yeah, no, 100%. I'm on the same boat as you. I don't like seeing corrupt cops beat the fuck out of innocent civilians, but it is the nature of where we're at nowadays as a society. I mean, look at what the fuck ICE is still doing. I don't know if you live in the United States, but ICE is, like, United States news media is failing to cover how bad the fucking beatings are getting with ICE agents against protesters. It's beyond terrifying. No, exactly. Yes, that's what these people don't understand, and they're incapable of understanding that. They come from immigrants. Is literally everyone in America is the son or generational grandson or whatever of an immigrant. The only fucking people in this country that were here before us were the goddamn Native Americans, and they're damn near wiped out at this point because we keep fucking killing them. But yes, no, the immigrants are the problem. Yes, no, it's 100% the people that are coming to try and make a better life and potentially bring their ways and culture to our planet that are truly the poison of the American way. Yes, yes, you're so right. Hot dogs definitely started in America and not Germany. The only fucking people that care this much about immigration are racist ass motherfuckers that just want to get rid of all the brown people. That is it. There's a great indie comic called No/1, and they give those rich people who did some bad stuff the right type of justice. When I say that I would be a Homelander, I mean those evil racist motherfuckers. Is there a better way of saying it? I mean, yeah, definitely. Jesus Christ, I would burn like, if I had the powers of Superman, I would destroy every single military base that Israel currently has up. Take all their tanks, guns, and rifles and everything else they're currently building, throw them all in a giant pile, and then throw that pile into the sun. I would take every single racist Ku Klux Klan member, round them up, and hang them by their own intestines. I would personally take Benjamin Netanyahu and drop him into the middle of Palestine with a note that says, "Have fun." Okay. We are done with this district, and this one, and this one. So now it's just this island and the last one, and then that will literally be like every side activity. We just got to scan everything that's coming up. There's a puzzle room here. We've got another thing with Waylon Jones. Waylon Jones has now gone fully Killer Croc, but he's not a killer. He actually seems like he's a good guy, which I appreciate. For now, we need to do this stuff. Where is the antenna on this? Oh shit, the antennas in these areas aren't marked. Wait, did it mark it? It didn't. Interesting. It really would also just be risky. I don't think age comparable. Nowadays, make Soviet Union occupied Russia sound like a normal society, honestly. Well, maybe not the Soviets, but yeah.
There's always something crazy. Let's get going. A girl doesn't have all day, you know. Not a hair out of place. Somehow.
Come in. Anyone on patrol? Active situation in Gotham Village. Multiple curs are in a fuffle. I repeat, this is a kerfuffle. Over.
I'm glad he's dead. He did not deserve to be murdered. But I am glad he is dead. I don't have sympathy for people that tell black people that they should be grateful for what slavery did for them. I don't have... I have several trans friends, LGBT friends and family members. I have people in my life that I care deeply for because these people are important to me. And anyone who wishes harm upon them for simply being the way that they are is someone that I do not wish to have in my life, and I think personally they would be better off dead. It is that fucking simple. So Charlie Kirk, even though I don't think he should have been murdered for what he was saying, I am glad he is dead, and I'm so fucking happy I don't ever have to listen to that stupid smug face of his ever again in my life. He didn't deserve to be murdered. No one ever deserves to be murdered for their opinion. But fuck that man as a human being for everything that he said and did. You don't go up to someone who is a victim of sexual assault and try and tell them that it's their fault for how they dressed. Go fuck yourself if you think that, ever. Oh, I didn't even notice that on top of that. What the fuck? What is this? I wish I could get in their head space and just see what they see in gays and trans, and yeah, no, exactly. There's no comprehending it. These people don't care. They've lost the ability to perceive empathy. They're scared of change, and they get mad when things start moving the way they don't approve of. The moment life gets scary or something new gets introduced to them, they clam up. I'm not saying this won't eventually happen to to my generation. I'm sure we will eventually fucking forget the same lessons. I would go Victoria Newman on Trump. I don't know who Victoria Newman is. Wait, no, that's the head popper lady. Right, I forgot that for a second. I remember her now. Honestly, no, I wouldn't go head popper. Popping his head, that's too good for him. He deserves worse. Way worse. was not a main villain. He was not around for very long, but that guy who, if you look him in the eyes, he could hypnotize you and leave you in a nightmare mindscape for what would feel like years, but could only be days. I feel like that's a good start.
That would stump you.
It's a good start. You know, let him live in a coma world let him live in a coma world where he gets to experience everything he did to every woman and child that he ever touched. I want him to experience that 1,000 times. Then, only then, after he's experienced that 1,000 times over, then we can actually start to work with torturing him physically. I gotta stop before I fucking say some shit that's gonna get me arrested. I'm gonna be real. Breaking Bone and just leaving him there. Basically, Absolute Penguining him. I haven't seen what he did with Absolute Penguin. I haven't even read that much into the Absolute Batman series. I've only read snippets and pieces. What about the Penance Stare Ghost Rider? Still too good for him.
Suspected break.
Plus, and I mean this in the nicest way, we don't know if it would work on him. As a reminder, you have to regret your actions in order to fucking have the Penance Stare work. I truly don't think he's capable of regretting anything he's done. He just doubles down and gets worse. There's the antenna. Still not enough. Again, deserves worse. Holy fuck. Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh my god, I didn't know Absolute Bane did that to Penguin. That's incredible. Holy fuck. That is some dedication to the craft. And you know, honestly, that does feel like a pretty good start, a good like start to the physical punishment that, you know, Trump would deserve. Oh boy, look at all that shit to do. Let's go. All right. We got a fair bit to get through. What did the big Kirkatron do to you? He wished harm upon people I love. That's enough of a reason for me to say I am glad the human being is dead. You wish harm upon the people I care about, I wish harm upon you. I don't think he should have been murdered. I'll be blunt when I say that.
Now we're getting somewhere.
I don't think he should have been murdered for what he said, no matter what. I don't believe in murder. I do believe in the death penalty. I got nothing against somebody who believes in something. I have everything against someone who wishes harm upon people I care about. My family, my friends, people that are close to me that I care about, who belong to these groups. Where does he rank in them? I'm sorry. It's just like I'm picturing somebody ranking it. It's like, yeah, here's my supervillain tier list. All right, first we got Darkseid from DC, then we got Thanos, then we got Homelander, then we got Charlie. Oh fuck. He's so quiet with my laugh. Oh fuck. I don't know why that's so funny. Oh, fuck. Oh fuck! I just made myself laugh at that fucking question. Shit. Yo, Commentary Collective, you fucking got me dying with that shit.
This is good.
Kirk got that X-ray from Mortal Kombat. No, bro, you can't fucking do him like that. Oh, I want to check out the shop for a second. I gotta fucking calm down.
Hey, you guys have been nailing it. Gotham is so lucky to have you. Keep up the good work.
Not high enough, but not low enough. He is like the Condiment King levels. Seriously, Kirk doesn't need to... Wait. Surely Kirk doesn't need to be compared with that racist. No, Condiment King. Condiment King doesn't need to be compared with that racist. Oh no, he's up there. He's up there on their villain list. The shit he got up to, at least from what I've read in the court cases, nah. He's up there. He's up there. Why would I want to create a fish in my fucking bat cave?
Oh,
This I'll buy.
I see the vision here.
Ooh,
No
got some
refunds.
snacks.
Don't have the technology for that. You enjoying the game so far? I don't know if you know, but where I'm from, Batman games are a pretty big deal.
And if like dark side levels, we're around the same levels as like the comic jokers. Okay, what are your thoughts on making Trump into a walrus like in that one horror movie? I don't know what horror movie you're talking about. Wait, are you talking about wait, I know what you're talking about. Wait, no. Fuck, that Kevin Smith movie. What was it? Tusk? Is that what you're talking about? You know, honestly, still not enough. We can do worse. It's a start. I mean, here's the thing. Personally, I think we need to go backwards a little bit. We need to go back to Human Centipede, and instead we take him, Benjamin Netanyahu, and Putin and Kim Jong-un, and we all just tie them up in a line. We got to make sure Trump is in front of Benjamin Netanyahu, but we got to put Putin in front of Trump, and Kim Jong-un can be behind Netanyahu.
Come in. Anyone on patrol?
Well, actually, you know what? No. Who has to be the ass end? Because they have to eat the worst shit. But it's one of these things where it's like, well, who deserves to be in front of who? Who is worse enough? Like, it's those four, and it's Human Centipede. Who's got to go where? Who's eating Trump's shit? Because I feel like that would be the most foul. But I don't want Trump to be the person at the front. Who gets to be the front runner? Okay. It's Kim Jong-un, Putin, Trump, Netanyahu. Netanyahu's at the back, for sure.
Active situation in Gotham Village. Attempted snatch and grab in progress. Over.
What about putting him in a saw trap? Ooh, there's a lot of good ones. There's a lot of good ones. Ooh, I was kind of I don't know if I've said this before, but I was actually a really big fan of the Saw movies. There's kind of a lot of good traps Trump could go in.
If you really are smarter than most, then try and solve this.
Let's see. Hey, boo-boo, I'm smarter than the average bear. Still not good enough. Too quickly. He dies too quickly. The chest burster comes out of his chest.
I knew you couldn't do it! Wait, you did? Rats. Come in, anyone on patrol. Urgent help needed in Newtown. Reports of someone both snatching and grabbing. Over.
I would definitely want to hook him up to that one chair they use in Andor to torture that one lady. I would definitely think like that would be a good one. Make him listen to that one like creature that's screaming is so horrible it drives you insane. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Calendar Man gets a call out in this shit too? Oh my god, I was just thinking like, what are the trophies gonna be for this area? Now I know. Fucking Calendar Man. Nah. Don't get me wrong. I want that, but like, not from a machine. I want to put him in a prison, and it's some big brolic black dude named Marquise. If you get that reference, I fucking love you. Please tell me somebody fucking got that reference. Please. Fuck. Oh my god, that's still one of the funniest fucking Gamer Rage clips ever from like way back in the day. Why is it that when I flash, it's like I'm throwing a fucking wet napkin in his face, but when I get flashed, it's like some big brolic black dude named fucking Ruckways proceeds to grab me, turn me around, and skull fuck me. God, I love that clip so much. Fuck. Back at the good old days of Modern Warfare 3. The good Modern Warfare 3, not the shitty new one. I wouldn't be surprised. I make my views very open. I'm not afraid to admit to talk about what I believe in. I don't care how many subscribers I have. I just want to make that clear. It's never about the subscribers. It's entirely just about putting my voice out there and saying what I want to say on a platform that lets me. And, of course, playing video games and sharing my thoughts with the world.
This is dispatch. Developing situation in Gotham Village. Citizens surrounded by multiple bad guys. I mean, assailants. Over.
We can do worse. It's a good start. But we can do worse. We can definitely do worse than hell. Ooh, you know what I think would be a good one? You know what I think would be a good one? You ever seen Psycho Gorman? You remember that one guy in the beginning where he like basically makes it so that he's immortal, but he's stuck in place and can't move? Something like that. And it's like he's alive forever, so even when his head gets exploded against the ground, his body is still alive, so he can't die. Something like that. something where he's still alive and can experience all the pain that he deserves to feel. Kronika's fatality in MK1 where she rips him skin and it hurts. Now you're thinking. Who got the new vehicle? I think that's a vehicle I don't have. Interesting. Because it's a character I don't have.
This is it. This is where one of the zoo animals went.
Not good enough. Not good enough. Not even close to good enough. Deserves worse. The new Death in the Family? What happens in the new Death in the Family? I didn't even know there was a new Death in the Family. I know the original where he kills Robin in the explosion. After beating him, but not before beating him near to death with a crowbar. Joker takes all the Bat Family skins, their faces, and makes Batman sit there watching them. Oh! You're talking about the one where he cuts his face off and wears it with the staples. I didn't know that was called Death in the Family. I thought it was something else. I didn't even know that story had an... Why would they call it Death in the Family?
Great! The tracker's up in my computer.
That's so weird.
Despite all odds, our favorite contender is still in the game.
Death of the Family. I see. Okay. Weird. So there's Death in the Family, which is Robin dying in the explosion so that he can later become the Red Hood. And there's Death of the Family, and that's the one where Joker cuts his own face off and does that weird shit. I'll answer your question as soon as I Google something. I had to look up how fucking old the characters were because I wasn't sure who is jailbait and who is actually above the consenting age of adulthood, but they're kind of both adults now. So I guess as long as we're specifically talking about the adult versions, where, you know, they are above the age of 18, then I guess I would have to go with Starfire.
Warning all units.
But that's only because of my affinity towards women with weird skin colors and giant hair. I got a thing for monster women. I'm gonna be real here, bro.
Over. One moment. Never could get these load times down.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Even the show version. Don't care. Stuck on a fucking tree.
Let's see here. I think this one will do.
I need to keep my voice down. I need to keep my voice down. I keep doing it. I keep raising my voice more than I should. You can see Batgirl's cape poking out of the back of the fucking Batmobile here. Black Cat.
This doesn't seem safe.
I've been in
That
reality
fucking
based
cat
awareness training.
jumped onto my arm, and I steered the wrong direction because of her. I love you, Amy, but God, why did you cost me that? I'm of the mindset that the actor choosing to get plastic surgery is entirely her own choice, and I think it's fine that she decided to do it. I just hope that she is okay with how it came out. That is the nicest way I can say that I also think that I don't want to agree with the internet, but I kind of agree with the internet that she does look worse. Oh yeah. But arguably less. Oh god, it makes me sound like such a pig by saying that. I'm just gonna be so real. Like, I think it's terrible that I even have these. I got stuck again. I got fucking stuck. How?
Just let me boot something up for you.
Bruh. Hard to disagree. Hard disagree. I've seen how she looks in those fucking new Darker Squatch ads.
Very fine.
Ugh. Seriously?
I think I really outdid myself on this one.
I can drive, you know.
Powering down the air projection. Let me know when you want to come back. Never a bad time to do a little training. Let's begin.
I'm kind of of the mindset that I think people age beautifully, and I don't understand why people think it's such a big deal, or why people feel the need to get plastic surgery. But I'm of the mindset that if it makes you happy, then, you know, go for it or whatever. I just don't think myself I would ever do it. I'm not going to judge people for doing it. See, there you go. We disagree on something, but that's fine. Not like it's going to be the end-all, be-all or whatever. I'm not even trying to go for gold. I just want to stop fucking, like, my momentum messed up so badly with this.
I'm not gonna lie, your driving concerns me.
You know me. Nothing I love more than the statistically anomalous time trial study. The competition is heating up. Will we have a victor? Calling all units. Head to Gotham Village. Multiple curs are in a fuffle. I repeat, this is a kerfuffle. Over.
Better pick up some cat food or I'll get an earful when I get home.
Don't really think I have an opinion on that, to be totally honest. How does this work? I'm looking for Pi Books stars. Pi Books and stars. Also him fucking, I think just like the fucking one that always kills me, like the Homelander meme is, it's like when he's fighting that fucking one Middle Eastern guy who has like the wind powers, and he just like puts his hands up like, oh, such a big threat, and then fucking lasers him. Like that shit, that kills me.
Oh, that was a great show!
Have to remember to report Knights of Olympus.
Man, these guys are so small, they'd be so easy to miss.
You out on patrol?
Wow! Looks like you're having a lot of fun playing the game. I take it that's why you haven't dropped by the shop in a while. Here comes the show's most successful guest yet.
It's gonna be another late one today. Hope those leftovers from the fridge are still good. Hey, I know you!
Oh my god, fuck! I was expecting it to be something small and cute, not a fucking leopard! Guys, this should be a lot bigger of a fucking deal. There are leopards loose in the garden. Ah! I don't remember the Joker girl comment specifically, but the image that comes to mind is just the one where fucking Firecracker like squirts the fucking milk right in his fucking face.
Come in, anyone on patrol. Urgent help needed in Newtown. 2 citizens are engaged in a struggle over some valuables. Over.
Glad I could help set things right.
Thanks for the help. Gotham streets aren't exactly made to... accommodate our animal friends. Like, you know, they could get lost or hurt or involved in some sort of animal pyramid scheme. Some of these critters can be pretty gullible.
That's... down to the last minute detail. It was perfect. Perfect.
Falafel or ramen?
Get ready for the ultimate test. One you won't win. Calling all units. Assistance required in Newtown. Citizen is fending off a wannabe thief. Over.
I'm not trying to fucking make him into a fetish video. I'm trying to kill him. Slowly and painfully. Okay, now I'm a bit confused. What the fuck? Oh, wait, I see the wheel on the other side. Hold on. Wait, this is it.
That should have been impossible for someone with your intellect.
Okay, so you... Oh, I was gonna say, like, you can't jump over it. No, you totally can. Okay. Not stopping. I just need to take a quick smoke break. I'll be back in like a few minutes. Ugh. Get the fuck out of here. Kirkatron is not a good name for a Decepticon. Get that shit out of here right now. We are not calling a fucking Decepticon Kirkatron. Okay, boo on you for having only 10 calendars and not 12. There should be 12 calendars, one with every month. The day I give money to Trump is the day I have been replaced by a fucking mind-controlled robot or some shit. Because there is not a chance in hell I would give any money, any level of support, anything to Trump. The only thing I would ever give to Trump is a fucking hot loogie into his eye.
Warning all units. Head to Gotham Village. Looks like a case of dangerous driving. Over.
Okay, holy fuck. I don't know how well known this is, but of all the bears, black bears may be like the most dangerous in terms of a western bear. But in terms of what is the most dangerous type of bear overall, it's actually it's polar bears. Polar bears are fucking terrifying. Bro, they're like fucking absolutely massive. They're fast as fuck. They kill on sight. Like, it's not even like oh, they will leave you alone if you pretend to play dead. No, a polar bear will kill you on sight. They only spend like 2 months out of the year being friendly with each other so that they can mate and then create babies. After those 2 months, they'll immediately go back to shredding each other's faces. Polar bears are fucking nightmare creatures, bro. Absolutely fucking terrifying creatures. Majestic as hell. Cool as hell. I would not ever want to be left alone with a fucking polar bear. Where's the last polar bear? Oh, there you are. Hey, buddy.
Wait till Alfred hears about this one.
I can see the tracker on my scans. Good work.
Attention all officers. Incident in Gotham Village. Citizen is in danger and surrounded. Over.
No, because then we remove his ability to feel pain.
Let's see here. I think this one will do. Your time's pretty good, but why not strive for the best?
Sorry, what was that last one? Yeah, everybody. I mean, that's a good one.
This is dispatch. Developing situation in Gotham
It's a good one. Definitely a good one.
Village.
This whole fucking stream is gonna get us all put on a fucking watch list, bro. I'm telling you.
I'll take shotgun. That was definitely an experience.
Despite all odds, our favorite contender is still in the game.
Wolverine went through a lot. You got to be a little bit more specific. I'm not sure what to do here. What the fuck is this? Tempting, but no. We'll add it to the list. You know what I think would be a fun one? If you ever seen the first Wishmaster movie, there's a scene where a buddy has his own skeleton get torn out of his own body by itself. Something like that, yeah. That'd be a good one. But even more slowly. Okay, now what the fuck am I supposed to do here? There's a spinny thing.
Incident in Gotham Village. Curs are in a fuffle. I repeat, this
What do you want me to do here? I'm confused. Oh, hello. Ah, I get it now. Okay. Bring back 3 people in the world, who would it be? Robin Williams, Bob Ross, oh. Well, no, it's not that I have two. It's that the third one, like, I couldn't tell if I was gonna do, like, another big celebrity person or was gonna do a personal one, because genuinely speaking, I wouldn't mind hearing my dad's voice one more time, since I haven't heard my dad's voice since I was 8. But it's like, do I really want to divulge personal information on stream? But I guess I kind of just did. Hey, guys, my dad died when I was 8. But yeah, for my third one, I'm gonna say my dad, because I'd really like to hear my dad's voice one more time, since I can't remember what he sounds like. Got all the photos in the world, but I can't find it. I don't got a single recording or anything, because it was before phones, or we all had cell phones and cameras and shit. Yeah, see, we all got somebody we'd all like to bring back. Oh, fuck! Oh, fuck! 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 Ah! Ah! No! 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 No!
We can't confront it like this.
Oh man, see, I wish I had something like that. Ugh. God. Memories, man. It's those little things you wish you could hold on to.
This situation,
those precious little things you wish you could hear. You know, I may not have a recording of it, but I've got a pretty good memory. I can always remember pretty well how something sound, I'd like to say. My grandma died a couple years ago. Whenever we talked, she always said the same thing, and she said this to everyone. She called everyone doll. And I can just always remember, like, anytime she called, it would just be immediately, like, the first 2 words out of her mouth is, "Hi, doll." I can hear it in my head. I know what my grandma sounded like. I remember that shit. I remember that shit well. I always refer to everything as that shit, including the memory of my beloved grandmother's voice. God, I gotta stop doing that. I'm tired of this fucking white bat suit. I'm getting rid of this shit. Yo, with the festive colors, this one actually looks like it could be a Robin bike motorcycle. I mean this in the nicest way, but am I the only one who never understood why the Bat Pod was so popular? Don't get me wrong, I understand why it was cool in, like, The Dark Knight, but I always thought it was lame as fuck that he just kept using the Bat Pod in The Dark Knight Rises. I was like, why doesn't he have the Batmobile? And it's like, well, he has the Bat, and I think the Bat looks like shit. Real talk. One of my absolute least favorite designs is the Bat from fucking The Dark Knight Rises. I think that looks fucking stupid. best Batwing design is like the Tim Burton movie or the fucking one from Arkham Knight. I think those are like top tier Batwings.
It was left, then a right.
Yeah, see, these all say September. There should have been 12 of these things. There should have been 12 of these things. There should have been 12 of these calendars and each one with a different month. I can't believe they didn't think to do that. That feels so weird that they didn't.
No sweat.
I really thought they'd put up more of a fight.
You agree with me that Nolan films are good movies on there? I don't know why none of this is displaying on screen for some reason. So weird. I'm like not getting any notifications on screen that you're sending these longer messages in chat, but now they're appearing on my phone so I can actually read them. Hold on, give me a second here. What am I? Can you agree with me that the Nolan films are good movies on their own, but ass comic films, they suck. The action in them is horrible. The city and feels like shit Chicago, and the only thing saving them is action. I mean the acting, and the music is good too. Disagree to a degree. I think they are amazing films. I think they're great movies. I truly do believe that. As comic book films, they leave a lot to be desired, but even as they stand on their own, I still think they are fucking phenomenal films. The first film, Batman Begins, isn't great. It has some pacing issues, and I think overall I don't like how they handled Ra's and Scarecrow. But as a solid like starting film, it was pretty great. The Dark Knight is a masterpiece as far as I'm concerned. I fucking love that film. I don't love the bat suit, and I think that again it has pacing problems as do every Nolan film, but it's just such a damn thrill ride and a great fucking movie with one of the absolute most peak Joker performances ever. And fucking just so well done. The Dark Knight Rises is bloated and not very good almost at all, in my opinion. It's saved by how goofy fucking Bane is, and genuinely, it's a good concluding chapter if you're at least invested in the films. I think they're great. I think they're great. But I am of the mindset that you are absolutely right that they're not good comic book films, but they are great films for the idea of adaptation because there's this principle that you kind of got to think about when it comes to adapting a comic book to a film, and it's this idea of like, well, what do we take to keep this grounded? What do we take to let it still be this comic booky, feely thing? It's kind of hard to talk about, but it's one of these things where it's like, because Batman can be written in so many different ways, you have so many different interpretations. You don't necessarily need to pull from one comic or another in order to make a good Batman story, but sometimes adapting straight comics versus doing your own original thing with it can be more entertaining. And that's exactly what The Dark Knight is. That's exactly what the Tim Burton film is. That's exactly what a lot of it is. It's just them taking from a couple comics and making their own story out of it, and it's fucking fantastic. So I can't really complain that it's bad, and I won't acknowledge that they're bad, but they're absolutely amazing films. Truly. I have issues with all of them, but I have issues with every single comic book film ever made. Almost all of them. There's at least a few of them that I think are so close to being pure perfect, or at the very least are perfect, that I can't give any complaints. Anyway. I gotta get a bit, but I hope you wake up not having to go from it to my ass. Yeah, same here. But yeah, you have a good night. I probably will be stopping soon too, to be honest, but I want to at least get a little bit more done here. I mean, how long have I been going on for? Yeah, close to 2 hours. I think I'll just get this plant and call it there.
Warning all units. Head to Gotham Village. Appears to be a break-in of some kind. Over.
Will I stream tomorrow? Well, hopefully. It'll probably be later in the night, and it won't be for long.
That plan's dead wheat now.
Warning all units. Head to Gotham Village. Reports of an attempted break-in. Or somebody lost the keys. Over.
Alrighty. We did it. Heck yeah. Okay, that's gonna be the end of the stream. Thank you, everyone. for watching. I appreciate you all with the views and talking about this personal stuff. I really hope the government does not actually think I am a threat to the President of the United States, because I want to make it clear that I am in no way, shape, or form a threat to the President of the United States. These are all made in jokes and good humor, and the First Amendment protects that shit. Or whatever. I mean, fuck it, the stream's probably gonna get taken down regardless, who cares?